Morning, everybody. Welcome to the sea off of Huntington. It's a blustery day out here as the northern half of Los Angeles burns. And this is Calder with the Sunset Aquatic Shipyard. Thanks for joining me, dude.
Thank you, man.
This fool's 14, but he looks 30. I swear he's 30.
I'll be 15 in 2 weeks. So.
And he and his father run this shipyard together in Huntington. They do mainly boat repairs, bottom painting, maintenance.
Pretty much anything. Custom fabrication, fiberglassing.
Sell it, son.
Yeah.
And this is you guys' boat. This is your personal boat.
Yeah.
And it's a SeaHunter 450, 450?
450's 46-foot center console.
And fishing boat, well-rounded cruising boat.
Yeah.
It has...
You can do it for anything you want. It's got 59 rod holders in it. 59
rod holders. I actually counted, that's true. But forget the 59 rod holders because that's cool. It has 4 V8 engines, 5.7 liters, 350s in the back, making 350 horsepower each.
And that's guaranteed to the prop. So they dyno really at about 380
at the prop. At the prop?
At the prop. They're guaranteed 350 minimum.
Drivetrain loss in the outboards?
So they really...
It's 1,400 horsepower on this boat. And that is plenty. So what I like about this boat, it's wide, it's spacious, there's some really nice seating, there's tons of storage, there's lockers up front, lockers in the back, a crazy beer cooler. Tell me about the beer cooler.
Oh yeah, so, you know, we've got, I think, 97 Coronas in there right now. We couldn't quite fit 100.
But you made a rack out of carbon fiber to keep them in
so
line.
We've actually got the plate sitting in there, drilled perfectly for each drink, and then you just set the ice on top. And we're also right now making a cold plate on the bottom, so we'll plug that in to
like electronic control,
24 volts. So when we've got shore power,
dude,
it'll be 27 degrees is what beer freezes at, so we'll have it at 28 degrees.
That is amazing.
Plug it in overnight, and it'll stay frozen for about 3 days.
That's so cool. And then below the console, I mean, it just looks like a walk around, but there's actually a little room down there with a bed, a sink, a working electric toilet, real toilet. And you've got actually even a central climate control underneath there as well, if you are chilling.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, it's perfect for taking a nap on a fishing trip. If it's hot and you're in Mexico and it's humid, you can cool off.
And in addition to those 59 rod holders, your outriggers, which are the big rods up top for sending those fishing lines far off the side of the boat, are carbon fiber.
Pure carbon Kevlar.
And in fact, aren't big sections of the hull and the top deck also carbon Kevlar?
Yeah, so you've got about 4 to 5 layers with glass, and you've got 2 layers of carbon Kevlar in it. So it's
lighter.
And it's very light.
This boat, I think your dad, Sean, said 25,000 pounds.
Yeah, so when we picked it up on the crane estimate, because it's not 100% accurate, but it was about 23,000 with low fuel and no water in the water tank. But it's about 25,000.
And your dad also mentioned 800 gallons of fuel this boat carries.
800 gallons of fuel in one center tank.
So this is a 2017 boat, new boat. It's now the end of the season. We're in December. And since this boat is new, you guys have used a half a tank of fuel.
Yeah.
So you're talking about you fill once a season.
Yeah, and we've gotten 2 Catalina fishing trips and 1 San Clemente fishing trip.
That's amazing. That's range. Well, the other thing this boat does well, in addition to being versatile, is it goes fast in chop. And we have about a 20-knot day today. It's windy. It's a little choppy, especially for these conditions. So we get to actually test how the boat does at speed in chop. So shall we have a go?
Let's do it.
Okay, Sean. I need you to not be in front of that camera, if you don't mind, sir. Now, it didn't matter before, now it matters.
Everything's gonna go this way now?
Well, we're looking this way, and so on the side, the side. All right. Okay, so, shall we?
Let's do it.
We find ourselves in between many tanker ships, which is a good handling test.
Yeah.
But first, I'm just gonna go flat for a minute and feel the acceleration of 1,400 horsepower. Here we go. Holy torque. There's 25, 30, there's 38, 41 miles an hour, 48 miles an hour, there's 53 miles an hour, 56, 57, 59 miles an hour. Thank you for that trim, Sean. 63 miles an hour, 64 miles an hour, and that is on the rev limiter of these outboards at 6,100 RPM. That's moving. Oh man, for a 46, that's like real acceleration.
And these are propped a little bit more for fishing. If we wanted to go up a pitch a degree, we could gain another 2 miles an hour if we really wanted to.
So you can change the angle of the prop, and it's like changing the final drive of a car.
Exactly.
Where you can gear it for torque at the bottom end or top speed.
We'll lose the torque but gain the speed.
So let's, we're gonna loop her around here. I wanna go through these cruise ships, or tanker ships. Oh, good mid-range punch as well, huh?
Yeah.
There's 46, 48, 50. Now we're going upwind, up current at 54 miles an hour.
How about that?
Like it's nothing.
Yeah, easy.
It's so lovely.
Nice and smooth.
Now, unlike some of the fountains that I've driven before, as your dad was telling me, this boat does not have a stepped hull.
No steps, so very stable at all speeds. Not going to get that extra 5 miles an hour, but it'll be stable no matter when you're cruising, how you're cruising.
Yeah, so with the stepped hulls, it gets more air under the hull. It keeps you kind of light, but it also, you get banged around a bit, right?
Exactly, because it's like being on a pencil. When you're up and raised with the step, it's all air and one little contact patch on the water.
Right, right.
When the boat that's not stepped, just a big deep V, it's always in the water, a bigger surface, so it's got more to lean on. It's digging deeper.
Hold on. Yeah. It feels nice, although I feel like I'm a little close to that tanker. We're gonna go straight over here. This thing rides really, really good. It takes this chop super well. Trim it down a bit. Yeah, there we go. This thing is nice, man.
Yeah, so we've actually been into up 6-foot swell and 10-mile-an-hour wind, and we can still cruise at about 30.
And dry. You notice how we turned through the chop there and we didn't get wet.
It's very dry, and the entire gunnel up front is so thick that the water just basically deflects off if it hits the side. So you actually see when we hit the water from front, it actually looks like an angel because all the water gets shot up so high and out to the side.
What I like right now is when you hit a wave and it comes up, it comes down gentle. It doesn't smash.
Yeah, because the bow, the way it raises, it descends gently. So on the bottom, the patch is actually flat.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just go in. It needs a second to brace itself and sink.
What a cool boat. It feels really smooth when you're going with current. With current, it's like butter. I'm gonna cut her around tight. I think there was 3,500 RPM was about the right RPM for cutting it tight. Look at that. Leans right down, digs in. No hop, and then power right out of it. I'm about this life, Calder. This is a strong boat, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, we take our dog out to go fishing just like this, so, and he's comfortable too.
How far offshore have you gone in this thing?
Well, San Clemente is about 65-ish miles.
65 miles?
And then we're what we call the Yogi Bank, which is maybe another 5 to 10 miles off. So, you know, give or take, maybe gone up to about 80 miles offshore.
Not bad. 80 miles.
And that's not pushing it at all.
Does that make you nervous? That would make me nervous.
No, I mean, I've been on boats since I was about 3 years old, driving with my dad. So,
by the way, this is a 55 mile an hour, like real casual conversation into the wind, which is probably blowing 20, 25 maybe right now.
At least.
Into the wind, into the chop. And in fact, your windshield isn't even made of glass. Your windshield is a plastic removable windshield. Actually, quite a refined experience for an open boat, isn't it?
Yeah, you can have a conversation and listen to the stereo at 55.
I like this boat a lot. All right. Let's bring it down. Here's what's really crazy. So we can have this conversation at 55 miles an hour. It's nothing. Here's where it gets real crazy. You know, a power boat, a smaller, you know, fast power boat, 40, 45, that's a big number for a boat like that. We're now doing 40.0.
Go on, it's like going slow.
It's really, no, it's like, you ever have one of those, if you were driving like a Porsche Panamera Turbo S on the Autobahn, and you can cruise at $150 and have a conversation, and then you get cars and you have to, and you're driving that at a normal speed and you go, oh my God, my perception is so off.
Yeah.
That's this. This at 43.9 miles an hour is nothing. It's great. It's great. All right, Calder, I think that's a video. What do you say, bro?
Yeah.
This boat is awesome. The SeaHunter 450 with quadruple Yamaha 350 offshores. Kick-ass boat, brother. What do you want to plug? Your racing team?
Well,
My man races formula cars. Look him up. Open wheel at
just
14 years old.
my Instagram, because it's gonna be my first year. It's McQuinney Racing right here. McWhinney Racing on Instagram.
And if anyone wants to get their boat painted, maintained, or otherwise looked at in Huntington Beach,
Anything you're looking for, Sunset Aquatic Shipyard, Huntington Beach.
Sunset Aquatic Shipyard. I'll put the link in the description for you guys so you can find him. Follow him on Instagram. The dude's 14. He's racing Formula 3 next year, right?
Yeah.
That's gangster. And this boat is gangster. Thank you, Calder. I appreciate it. Thank you to your dad, who's off camera, Sean. My man, putting it together. And yeah, recommend the boat. Oh, it's 700. In case that's the last thought. How much? It's 700, but I see 700.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go fast again. I'll see y'all later.